Good morning and very early afternoon. The clock just flipped over to noon and I'm making some popcorn here. And I thought I'd bring you guys along because I think you're gonna like this one. I've done it before, I've done it before. It's been a while and I feel like I have some new people and I just thought I would do this again. I did my tree and I felt like I didn't quite have enough popcorn. So yes, popcorn for breakfast. Come on in and let me show you how to do this. For those of you that haven't seen it before, and for those of you that have seen it and forgot about it, because I always forget about it until I am using the product, or hi Susie, good morning, or when I'm doing my tree. I'm like, oh, I love this stuff. So this is the popcorn that I'm talking. Let's see, how should I do this? This is the popcorn that I'm making. And it's so fun to string popcorn, right? Well, this is kind of special popcorn. If you don't look too close, it just looks like regular old popcorn, right? But it's not. It is foam insulation. Oh, I sprayed this out a few days ago. It's been laying on my table to dry. It's foam insulation balls. So it's spray foam. So if you got, well, thank you for sprinkling, Debbie. That's just such a vote of confidence for me because you don't even know if it's going to be good. But so you take, like, some of them come out like this. It's spray foam, like insulation foam. It comes in a red can. And I've already taken them back over to the house, so I don't have any here to show you the can. I was going to do it in a reel, so I recorded as I went, and now I'm down to the fun part, and I'm like, I think I'm just going to go live. So anyway, that's what's happening. So you just lay out some parchment paper or wax paper, or well, that's all I've ever used. I've never tried aluminum foil, so I'm not sure if it would stick to that or not. I wouldn't think so. I know my mom gets some kind of aluminum foil that has like a non-stick finish. So those would be the safest, I would think. And then you just spray out little balls of spray foam. Now, keep in mind that you want popcorn sized balls, kind of like this, right? And sometimes, like, sometimes you get this. Because it's kind of hard to control. When it starts coming out, it just wants to come out. Okay, so this is what you want. Sometimes you get this. So you just break it with your fingernail and make it be what you want. Like, that still might be a little bit big. So what if we just broke it in half, because it's just foam? Break it in half. Then you've got more popcorn sizes. More typical popcorn, and then I like to pull off like any of this pieces that are straggled. I used to, I've made several of these over the years, but I used to be real careful, and now I kind of just squirt it out there and know that I can fix it. So see, now that was a great big hunk of nothing, and now we got something good. So good morning, you guys. So let's sit down here. Let me lower you down here where I can sit and show you how to finish. So good morning, you guys. Good morning. Okay, so yeah, you can see my table. Okay, so so here's just the handful that we just talked about. Hi Jackie, good morning. Hi Michelle. Hi Susan. And then these were the ones that I started to do without you, and then realized, I need to go live. So I like to use my finger. But it kind of, every once in a while I get, let me show you. Every once in a while I get that fingernail cut in there. You really can't see it, but I like to use my finger. But when you do, you get, like when I showed you this square, like look, I got 5 of those squares laying here on my table. I have popcorn stuff everywhere, and your finger gets sore. So I just grabbed a chapstick and started pressing them with my chapstick. Whoops. Can you see? Hi, Randy. Good morning. So then I just kind of pressed them down just to make a little indentation. Oops, just to make a little indentation. If you don't do them all, it's fine. Some of them puff back up and you can't tell where the indentation was, but you tried. Whoops, so you just press, just wherever. Okay, let's just do that any right now for now. Okay, then I've got gold paint, just any gold paint is fine. And then, hi you guys, good morning. And then I have some brown paint, any kind of paint, any whatever. The gold, oh shoot, I got this all over. You guys, let me go grab a paper towel. Hang on, I'm sorry, I don't want to get this all over me. Hang on. Who would have ever thought of having started and I got a mess. Well, I did start. I was kind of doing a few just for fun. Okay, and I don't have any paintbrushes here in this house anymore. I took everything over to my craft space. Oh, I didn't do a very good job of cleaning, but it's fine. Okay, so I'm using a makeup brush. So I'm telling you, anything goes. You can make it work, right? You can make it work. Good morning. Good morning, you guys. Oh, he did, Marilyn. That's awesome. So you want just a couple of little dots of the brown, just a little bit. It's kind of like the kernel part. And then the metallic gold is more like the butter part, okay? And so then I'm gonna show you again a close-up of so here we'll just do the gold. I love the gold part. I hate the brown part, but it really needs it to feel real. And it can't just be a dot. It needs, yeah. You need that depth in there really, I feel like. Oh, that one's not very pretty. And then I go back like this and fix them up. But, there. So I got my brown in and I'm gonna cover it up somewhat. There, that's good. You just want to smack, just a touch of that brown. I almost can't see that one. Ooh, that's good. Okay, and then this one I didn't punch yet, or push yet. So here's this one. We'll get a little bit of the brown. I should just, let me see if I mix some of that brown just to tone it down a little bit. It's just so strong, I don't like it. There, now we have a goldy brown. Let's see how we like that. And then we dip in directly to the gold. This isn't as bright of gold as I've used in the past, but it's working just fine. So whatever gold you have. But you do want to let your insulation dry overnight. And keep in mind that whatever size ball you put out there, it's going to swell. So, so keep that in mind because you're going to end up with bigger pieces of popcorn than what you really want. And then, so that's all you do. That's all you do. And then, let me get a few more done here and then I'll show you. So I'm going to do my brown and then I'm going to get in here with the gold and kind of go around the brown. And what I'm trying to do is create the kernel and the butter. Okay, and I dab into that brown just so it's not so strong. So there comes the brown, here comes the gold all the way around. Okay, there's the brown, there's the gold. Ooh, that one might be a little bit too dark. But you can mess with them. But honestly, once they're all on the string, it's fine. You really can't tell. They're kind of fun to make, kind of a little time consuming. It's great for a Netflix movie day. Netflix movie day is always my thing. I love Netflix, so there you go. All right, so then I just took an arm's length, okay, I just went like, you can't see me, but I spread my arms out with dental floss. Use dental floss, okay? I threaded it with a regular needle, okay? You can barely see it, but there's a needle on there. Oops, oh shoot, I just got that in the paint. Man, I'm a mess this morning. I've been doing great this morning. I've got ironing done. I've stained some fabric for some more vintage cotton Santas. I did a green and a goldish color. I'm hoping the goldish comes out as gold as I want it to, but I'm afraid it might not. What else have I done? I don't know. I've done a bunch of stuff. I've talked to a few of you guys that have been texting me for this and that, and I did some posts and took some pictures, and yeah, I've been busy. So then you just thread your dental floss. I did measure this finished one, and it was 52 inches. So if that gives you some idea, it makes it easy to put it, put a strip on your tree, and it's not a big long thing to manipulate or to get tangled or whatever. And one tip about this part is I don't want to see the dental floss in the popcorn. So make sure that when you're poking it through, you can't, like, see how you can see the needle there? You don't want to see the needle. You want to put it in the beef of the of the foam of the popcorn. And then once you start going, it looks like this. And it really does have it on your tree. I'm telling you, with everything else that's happening, you think it's popcorn. Everybody thinks it's popcorn. And it's so fun to say, no, it's not popcorn. And it's not messy. The popcorn balls are out of foam, Kim. Use spray foam insulation and put it in as small balls as you can because they swell. So if they swell, like here's a big one that I see, and it's got, let me see if I can get it off the paper. Yeah, oh, that's a really big one. Look at this big chunk I got. So these I did, sometimes it just comes out faster than others and your hand gets tired of pushing the thingy. So when you get this sort of a thing, you're just gonna break off, like there's the perfect piece. And then here's another perfect piece. And I kind of don't like this piece hanging, doesn't look like a piece of popcorn. So you're just gonna break that off. Okay, and then you've got a nice piece of popcorn. And then when you get a big one like this, you're just gonna break it off and just keep breaking it down until you get it, like I'm gonna take that top part off. And that's almost a piece right there, but it's a little bit big. Having these fingernails really does help with this project. So see, then you get a couple of more normal size pieces. Let's see if we break this one in half. It's pretty tough stuff. Pretty tough stuff. But so I always go through and pick out the little ones, the nice, perfect little ones. And then I deal with the bigger ones until I'm over it. And I pitch them and do them again in a couple of years when I feel like I need more, which is what happened here. I just wanted a little bit more for another tree. And I didn't really want to take any off of the tree I had started. So, or I had finished. You guys saw my vintage treasure tree. So I decided to just make some more this year. And so yeah, I have piles of spray foam on my table for the last couple of days. You got to admit, Randy's a pretty good sport. There's always something happening here. Oh man, he doesn't seem to mind too much. And it goes fast. Once you get it going, it goes fast. The spray foam part takes a little bit. And when you're watching it rise, you're like, oh no, like look at this one. This one's huge. That doesn't look like popcorn, but when you break it down and you take the little nubbins off and get it in half, it becomes more popcornish. Then you press it with something like the end of a wooden spoon would be good. This kind of has sharp edges, but I'm using a chapstick thing. Paint it with a little bit of gold. Put a dot, just a dot or two of brown for the kernel in there. Whoops, I didn't get into the brown. There we go. For the kernel, put a little brown in there, and you've got a piece of popcorn. And when you thread it on, it may not look like a piece of popcorn right here, but I'm telling you, when you get it threaded on there, and you get the whole lot of them like this, see? It does become popcorn. So it's so cute. It's such an easy little craft, and yeah, I don't mind doing it. I think it's kind of fun, and it's a rewarding craft, and like I said, it's one you can use every year. Now I did have a lady, she found this video on YouTube a while back. I'm pretty sure it was on YouTube, and she questioned about sealing this so it didn't turn yellow. These are fresh. I just made them. This is the one that I took off of my tree to show you guys. I didn't have a yellowing issue at all. It's the same. And she said, well, I don't like the yellow. But for me, if it's not pure white, it just looks like buttered popcorn. Like I never even thought of that as an issue. But it is not white. Let me show you white. You see, it's not white. It does have a yellowy thing, but it didn't amber out. That's just how that's just how it is. But to me, it kind of just looks like, you know, buttered popcorn. So I never even thought about it. So she used to make popcorn garland. Well, awesome, Michelle. This is a popcorn garland that you make once and you never have to make it again. Yeah, nobody eats it. No, it doesn't draw mice in your storage bin or anything. It's just spray foam. So it's kind of a fun project. So anyway, let's see, I have 3 more here I can string. I'll do a few more here. I can look back at your comments and see if you have any questions for me. Let me get these 3 strung on here so I can show you guys. But yeah, so I thought you guys would get a kick out of me saying I'm having popcorn or making popcorn for breakfast. You'd be like, ew, that doesn't sound very good, but it is good. Look at this. It's a red can, Jackie, and you know what? I did them the other day because I recorded the whole thing because I was going to make a reel. And I still will, and I'll post that reel over here for you guys. I'm not very good at it, but you have to record that like on your camera video. So I did that the other day, and I've already taken my can, threw away my empty can, and I had a couple extra cans, and I thought, my gosh, this is more popcorn than I need. 1 can will make you plenty, at least enough for a couple of sittings of crafting. And anyway, and then if you want more, you can kind of decide if you want another can. But it's like, is it DAP or, it might be DAP, I don't know, it's red, it's a red can, bright red, and it's spray foam. If you go to any craft store or any hardware store, you can ask for spray foam insulation in a can, and they'll know what it is. And it has like a long tube, and you squeeze the tube. Some of it has just a little, some of them have a little thing that you attach to the top, and you really, it doesn't keep very well, because it clogs up. It clogs up in your sprayer. So you kind of want to do like the whole can. Can you see me? Yeah, you can see me. You kind of want to do the whole can. But yeah, it's just a fun little project. And if you have kids that want to help you, I mean, don't let them eat it. Because you don't want to eat it. But I did zoom in on the can for the video. So I thought I would do one for TikTok and Pinterest, my Pinterest boards, they have like little idea bubble boards at the top of my things. So I was going to do them for Pinterest and a YouTube short video and an Instagram story, you know, like one of those little quickies. So I don't do those very often. So anyway, I thought I would do that. And yeah, I can look and see if there's a link even on Amazon that I can link for you guys for the spray foam, but it's really not hard to find. But if you're one like me that likes to just Amazon every single thing you can because you don't want to go anywhere and you don't want to forget it and you don't want to have to go to 5 stores to find it, I can do that for you as well. Although last night I was linking my seam binding so much that Facebook sent me a thing. They thought I was spamming people because I was doing the same link over and over. So I attached it to my comments, but so many people asked, like, you know, in a comment for it, and so they wouldn't have known to go back and look. So anyway, I don't know what that means, but I might be in trouble. I don't know. I'm not sure. But anyway, that's all I got. It was an easy quickie. Yeah, just spray foam, gold paint, gold metallic paint. Ooh, that was a good one. Brown paint, and because the brown paint is kind of the kernel and the gold paint is the butter. And you just want to dap of that brown. You don't want the brown to overtake. And I can tell you that my old gold that I used before was brighter than this gold, but it's fine. Let's see if you can tell the difference. Let me find one, a good one. Oh yeah, here's one I just did. See if I can tell the difference. No. Not really. If anything, this one looks brighter, but it's not. So yep, just any metallic gold should work just fine. So anyway, you guys, that's all I have. So, okay, so the seam binding, actually I was just boiling some batting. I bought some of that Warm and Natural batting. If you guys caught, oh, did I do? You know what? I think I did that in my private group. We did this cotton spun Santas in my private group. But anyway, we stained red and black. I like the warm and natural batting because it's got like pepper looking in it. And so today I did green the other day, and then today I did a gold. So it's boiling on the stove, right? Not boiling, but cooking on the stove. What was your question? I forget. Good morning. Good morning, Debs. Debs new again. About curling seam binding. So when you get the seam binding, it's just a flat satiny ribbon that's very limp and very, not transparent, but it's just very fragile-ish. Not like lace, but it's not a wired ribbon. It's just a boinky kind of, I always say that. So the seam binding, you can actually use it straight off the roll, and it's just kind of straight and flat. And you just do a bunch of it. You can just do it that way. But I like mine wrinkled and crinkled at least. So to do that, just pull a whole bunch off the roll. Like you get 100 yards on one of those rolls. So you pull and pull and pull and pull and pull. You thought they were teeth. Oh, that's so funny. I should hold it up like this so people can see. It's not teeth, it's popcorn. So yeah, that's a lot of teeth. And so you just run your seam binding under the faucet and get it wet. And then you wring it out by hand, and you shape a ball and wring it really good. And then you can like roll it in paper towels or a tea towel or a kitchen towel or bath towel, whatever, to get some of the water out. And then I wrap rubber bands around the ball, and then I throw it on the counter, or if it's summertime, I throw it outside, and I let it sit there overnight. And then in the morning, I take all the rubber bands off and rearrange the ribbon, roll it up in another ball, add the rubber bands again. And I just keep doing that for 3 or 4 days, just whenever I think about it, once each day. And then I lay it out. I take the rubber bands off and just lay it on the table to be sure it's good and dry. I let it dry everywhere before I put it in my ribbon box, okay? So, because you don't want it to get moldy. So make sure it's dry. Another way, you can wad it up with your hand and lay it on a plate and put it in the microwave. It works, but it's not really those tight wrinkles that I like. But in a pinch, if I'm in a hurry and I really need it, you can microwave it on half strength, half heat, I was gonna say half formula. It's not that. It's half of your temperature. I can't think of the right words for it, but like 50% power for, I think it's like 30 seconds, and then go in and kind of fluff it around and do it again for 30 seconds, and just keep doing that for a couple of minutes. That seems to work better than just using it wet. You can use it wet. Yes, percent. Okay. You can, or power, either, whatever, you know what I mean. And, so then you can use it wet and just kind of crinkle it and leave your project lay, and it might dry out that way. But when I said boiling it, what I like to do is boil tea bags, iced tea bags, and kind of the steep where you hardly put any water in. You put like a whole bunch of bags in, like 8 bags, and just that little bit of steeped tea. And then when it's really strong tea like that, then you put your ribbon in there, and you don't need to let it soak or anything. You put it right in, and then when you take it out and wring it out, you've got darker spots. So I like that way myself, where it's a little more interesting. But like I said, in a pinch, you can just wet it and do it. There's videos. If you go to YouTube, Tammy Loves Vintage, and in the search bar, once you're under Tammy Loves Vintage, type in seam binding. You're going to get you'll get like hands-on. So anyway, good morning, Esmeralda. Hi, friend. Hi, you guys. So did I miss any other questions? Let me see. Oh, Kathy's at work. But no, you don't need to boil it. Home Depot, yes, that's where I get mine, Denny. Just like from Home Depot, and I'll do it. I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking you guys would be confused about the spray foam, so I'll show you. I'll make the video. I'll sit here, I promise, and I'll get this done, and I'll do a little video of me doing all of this so I can like complete the whole thing, and then I'll post it here for you guys. I'll stay here and work on it. Don't judge me because I'm not very good at it. Vintage tree, Where is that posted? It's in my feed, probably November. It was early November that I put my tree up, Barbara, or you can go to YouTube and type in tree and see what you get. All of my videos feed over to YouTube, so they are in the vertical mode, so you get the two black screen things on the side, but it's the only way I can do it. You guys over here like to see me and my project at the same time, so when I do it the way YouTube likes it with your phone this way, no one really seems to like it when I do it that way. I let it dry overnight, Jackie, but maybe a good bit of the day if you spray them out in the morning. Kim, it's with spray foam. How do you do the popcorn part? So Jackie, you just get it to a popcorn type size, press a little spot in it, put a little dot of brown, just, a little bit of brown, and then you want to surround it with gold. I'm telling you, it's not a big hard thing. And then you've got your popcorn, and then you put it on. I use dental floss, and I just put it on a needle, and then you just poke it right through, and you start to build a popcorn chain. Okay. I'm painting popcorn, Tammy. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, hey, good morning. Good morning. Oh my gosh, good morning. Good morning. Thank you for all of the sprinkles. Thank you so much. Let's see, anybody else? Late, you're at work. Hi, Maria. Oh, be quiet for Maria. Yes, Debbie, just get it wet and wad it up and wrap it with rubber bands until it dries. And I like to unwrap them each day and let them rewrap them. But you can just get it wet, wrinkle it up, and dry it at half the power in your microwave oven, or, force it dry if you need to in a hurry. It's really not hard, you guys. It's really not hard. Uh-oh, I got a phone call coming in, so I might have to go. I got a big paint job for the city once they're, oh, I'm not sure. Nope, they hung up. That's not him. Okay, he's supposed to call me back. The municipal building or something needs painted. Do you spray the popcorn after you make the chain? No, I don't do anything. Once I do this, I'm done. I let it dry because some of that's still wet. I usually see how can you see that? I have a pile of popcorn here that's ready to be strung. I usually let that lay and dry as I'm making more, and then I sit and string it all. You could put it in a bowl or something and sit and string it watching TV. It just depends on how you want to craft, but it's a super easy craft. I try not to do anything too complicated. So anyway, I hate these cards. They look so dumb. So anyway, if you guys don't have any more questions, that's all I have. I'm going to go make a reel so that you can see the actual can. I'll go to Amazon and see if they have a link for the spray, and if they do, I'll post it here in the comments. So when you look back, you may see Tammy Loves Vintage posted a link. And then if I can find it on Amazon, it's not very expensive. It might be $10 at the most, I would think. I don't know. I didn't even pay attention. So thank you for the hearts, you guys. And hey, watching for people to join the group. We have a private group where we make a lot of beautiful vintage things. And I just want you to know the price is going up in January, the 1st of January, to $20 a month. So if you're thinking about getting in, you're running out of time, it's you go to Tammy Loves Vintage and you can find the link for Tammy's Making. We would love to have you with us. We really do unique things. I don't try to do the same things over and over. I try to do different things all the time. You get 3 videos a month. You get 15% off the website. We do a giveaway every month around $50 worth of stuff for crafting, vintage treasures, whatever I think you might like that month, and it's really a good place to be. So thank you for watching. We'd love to have you join us. TammyLovesVintage.com will lead you to Tammy's Making. So that's all I have. I just want to tell you that a whole lot, because in January when it comes up and it's more, I just don't want you to be disappointed. Ask for a Christmas gift. I give you a month for free if you join for a year. It's TammyLovesVintage.com, and the group is called Tammy's Making. And my friend Julie has been coming up some really, really good ideas, and she's kind of been guesting with me there to, she calls herself my ghost crafter, and she always says, Martha Stewart doesn't come up with all of her own stuff. So she said, I'll be your Martha Stewart. What does she call herself? My Martha Stewart something helper. I don't know. But anyway, it's kind of funny. So anyway, she's really good at coming up with vintage things, and she keeps me very vintage because sometimes I'll go to Hobby Lobby and I'll be like, oh, he's so cute. We could put him on here. We could do this. She's like, no, it's got to be vintage. So she keeps me in check, right? So anyway, Julie's in there too, and there's 80-some girlfriends that are over there, and we would love to have you be one of our friends too. So have a great day. Thank you for watching, and I hope you make some popcorn. See you later. Bye-bye.